Welcome to the Children's Flight of Hope webinar on how to submit a mission request if you are a returning client. First, we will start by going to the Children's Flight of Hope website by going to cfoh.org or childrensflightofhope.org. Next, we will go to the Request a Flight tab, and we will scroll down and you will see how to request a flight. For this webinar, we will be showing how to request a flight if you are a returning client. If you are a new client, please see our other webinar, how to submit a flight request, new client. We will scroll down to returning client and press request a flight. We will be redirected to the mission request form. On this form, you will see more information about how this process will help expedite your request and allow for subsequent requests to be completed more easily. If you are a returning client, we will choose yes, I have flown the Children's Flight of Hope before. We will press next page. On this page, it will give you more information about what you will need to request a flight as a returning client. You will need the child's client ID and the child's date of birth. If you do not have the client ID or the date of birth, please collect this information now, for you will not be able to move forward. If you need to ask Children's Flight of Hope, please reach us at 919-460-4334 or email missions@cfoh.org, and a mission delivery specialist will contact you. Once I have the client ID and the date of birth, please select Submit. And here we will enter the client ID, which I have a client ID for a fake client, and we will enter the date of birth. And we will press Submit. Next, we will go to our qualification, and to ensure your family still meets our age and service requirements, you will be asked to answer the three following questions. Is the child under 18? Do you live within the mapped area below? And are you traveling within the mapped area below? For this webinar, we shall select yes to all the qualification questions, saying that I am a still qualified client. If you no longer meet our requirements, you will be redirected to our resource page, where you will find resources that may be able to better serve the client and the family. And we will select next page. And here is the mission request form. You, as the requester, will fill out your mission request email address, and you will answer the following questions. Is the child's condition stable? Can the child walk without assistance? Does the child require oxygen? Does the child require other medical equipment? If you mark yes or no, or correspondingly, you may be asked to provide notes depending on your answer, such as if the child requires medical equipment, you must provide notes on what type of medical equipment, medications, and food supplements the child will be traveling with. Next, you will answer the method of travel. If you are traveling privately, this request will be confirmed with a child's physician. Also, if you are traveling privately, you must enter notes on why the child will need to be traveling privately. For this webinar, we will choose commercial, and next you will provide the first and last name of the person traveling with the child. This would be the child's legal guardian. Next, we will enter travel request details, such as the departure city, the departure date, and the departure airport. Here you may enter the 3-digit airport code or the name of the airport. You will choose a departure date. Children's Flight of Hope strongly recommends that clients plan to travel the day prior to the medical appointment in order to avoid any unexpected travel changes. Your earliest departure time, your destination city, and the destination airport. You will choose the reason for your flight. Children's Flight of Hope does require that there must be a medical appointment booked prior to processing the mission request. If you are returning home, then you may select Return Home. For this webinar, we are going to choose follow-up, and you may fill out notes for the reason for your flight. You must provide the appointment date unless you are returning home, and you must provide the appointment time. Next, you must provide the earliest return date. If this is a one-way flight, you must not fill out this information. Next, you will provide any special accommodations that may need to be considered when CFOH is booking your air transportation. If you have any questions throughout this process, you may contact a mission delivery specialist at 919-460-4334. You may submit now, and when you press submit, you will notice the submit button changes into please wait. Please be patient with the process. Next, you will be redirected to our process page. The requester will receive an email confirming that a mission request has been submitted, and if the client ID that was provided was incorrect, the requester will receive an email notifying them to contact CFOH and that we saved their request, but we need to coordinate the child's name with the client ID in the mission request. This ends this webinar. Thank you and have a wonderful day.